Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. News at 12.
For the local scene, Albay Health Office enhances sanitation efforts through jerrycan distribution. The Albay Provincial Health Office distributed 200 jerrycans to the Rural Health Unit of Ginubatan on August 19, 2026 as part of the province's continuing efforts to strengthen environmental sanitation and support local health facilities. The distribution provides augmentation support to municipalities across the province, equipping the RHU with additional supplies for the safe collection, storage, and transport of water during environmental sanitation activities and public health operations. The jerrycans are also intended to support emergency response operations, disease prevention initiatives, and other interventions requiring immediate access to safe, properly stored water, particularly during emergencies and situations that may pose risk to public health. With additional supplies, the Albay Provincial Health Office aims to improve sanitation practices and promote property hygiene at the community level. Moreover, Albay health workers meet for Health Workers' Day preparations. The Albay Provincial Health Office Barangay Health Workers or BHW program convened a consultative meeting on August 20, bringing together BHW leaders to discuss program updates, address concerns, and prepare for upcoming Albay Health Workers' Day 2026. The meeting was held with key representatives from the Provincial BHW Association, including its presidents and members of the Board of Directors. Major agenda items included updates and concerns regarding the implementation of the BHW program, issues raised by the Provincial BHW Association, and preparations for the annual celebration of Albay Health Workers' Day. A significant part of the consultation focused on checking, validating, and reconciling BHW records. The activity aims to ensure the accuracy and completeness of the list of the eligible health workers who will receive the annual incentive from the provincial government of Albay. Provincial Health Office Officer in Charge Dr. Carl Hegel Ante attended the meeting and expressed his support and appreciation for the BHW leaders and representatives. Ante recognized the vital role of barangay health workers in bringing essential health services closer to communities, particularly the grassroots level. Meanwhile, Albay Provincial Government hosts orientation on SSS Self-Employed Program. The Provincial Government of Albay, through the Provincial Human Resource Management Office, successfully conducted an orientation on the Social Security System expanded self-employed program for administrative officers across all provincial departments, units, and hospitals. The orientations aimed to equip administrative officers with a comprehensive understanding of the SSS program's coverage, application requirements, benefits, and administrative procedures. Through this briefing, the provincial government seeks to ensure the smooth dissemination of information to concerned personnel within the respective offices. The initiative follows a prior directive, Memorandum Order 0480 of 2025, which laid the groundwork for integrating the social framework for eligible self-employed workers under local government units. In the national scene, Coconut Palace reopens, reviving iconic Filipino heritage. The Coconut Palace in Pasay City has reopened to the public, renewing access to one of the country's most distinctive cultural and architectural landmarks. Designed by national artist Francisco Babb Manyosa, the palace features coconut lumber, shells, roots, and fibers as his structural and decorative materials. The government service insurance system said the reopening aims to help Filipinos and visitors appreciate the country's architectural heritage, local materials, and Filipino craftsmanship. The landmark, formerly known as Tahanang Pilipino, is located within the cultural center of the Philippines complex. Meanwhile, MMDA 4 LGUs unite to ease Marcos Highway traffic. The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority and 4 local government units have agreed to strengthen traffic management along Marcos Highway to help reduce congestion and improve mobility. MMDA, Pasig, Marikina, Antipolo, and Cainta signed a memorandum of understanding to coordinate traffic operations along the major road. The agreement covers the clearing of illegal parking, road obstructions, unauthorized terminals and structures, as well as vendors occupying sidewalks and other public spaces. The agencies and LGUs will also ensure that Marcos Highway is properly manned and that connecting inner roads have sufficient traffic personnel. The initiative follows a severe traffic jam in December 2025 that left motorists stuck for nearly 6 hours and highlights the need for a unified approach across city boundaries. In another story, Duterte reviewed OVP responses on confidential funds official. Vice President Sara Duterte reviewed and approved the Office of the Vice President's responses to Commission on Audit findings on confidential funds before they were submitted. An OVP official testified during her impeachment trial. OVP Assistant Secretary and Assistant Chief of Staff Lemuel Ortonio said he had no first-hand knowledge of how the confidential funds were spent. He said he was instructed to get the necessary information from the special disbursing officer and security officer to prepare the OVP's responses to COA. Ortonio confirmed that the responses passed through Duterte for review and final approval before he signed and transmitted them to the auditors. The testimony came on the 19th day of Duterte's impeachment trial, with the use and liquidation of OVP confidential funds remaining key issue. For the news outside the country, Japan reaffirms support for ICC rule of law. Japan reaffirmed the importance of the International Criminal Court and promoting the rule of law and peaceful settlement of disputes. Foreign Minister Toshimitsu Motegi said Japan remains committed to strengthen international judicial institutions amid challenges to the existing international order. Motegi also noted that Japanese judges currently lead both the International Court of Justice and the ICC. His remarks were delivered in a video message during the opening of the Tokyo International Law Seminar, which brings together Asian and African officials and legal experts. Meanwhile, former world champion Zolani Tete shot dead in South Africa. Two-time world boxing champion Zolani Tete was shot dead in an alleged ambush outside his home in Dantsane, Africa on Friday. The 30-year-old former champion was in his car when 2 armed suspects approached and fired multiple shots, also injuring a 27-year-old woman who was with him. Tete held the WBO bantamweight title from 2017 to 2019 and the IBF super flyweight title in 2014. He also set a Guinness World Record for the fastest knockout in a world title fight, stopping Siboneso Gonya in just 11 seconds in 2017. Tete had been preparing for a comeback after his 4-year doping ban ended in July, his manager said. He retired with 29 wins, 4 losses, and 1 no contest in 34 professional fights. Former WBO bantamweight champion John Riel Casimiro, who defeated Tete in 2019, expressed shock over his death, calling him a true warrior and champion. Police have launched an investigation, while the World Boxing Organization also mourned the death of its former champion. And related update to our country, Philippine-China boosts tourism ties through business mission. The Philippines is seeking to strengthen people-to-people relations with China by boosting tourism and attracting more Chinese visitors and investors. The Department of Tourism and Tourism Promotion Board launched the Philippine Business Mission to Greater China in 2026 in Shanghai on August 21st. The mission promoted Philippine destinations and connected local hotels, resorts, and tour operators with Chinese buyers. Tourism officials said Chinese arrivals in the Philippines have reached nearly 300,000 from January to August, up to 68.9% from the same period in 2025. Millions of pesos worth of travel deals will also secured during the event. According to Philippine tourism officials, Philippine officials said tourism can help strengthen people-to-people connections and address misinformation and misperceptions between the two countries. That ends our news break for today, August 27, 2026. We'll be back for tomorrow's more news updates. Thanks to our noon news writers, LJ Lorejo and Ian Buetre. And on the technical side, we have Richard Bobes. To our Provincial Information Office OIC, Marty Gonzalez, under the supervision of our Governor Noel E. Rosal. This has been your anchor, Anessa P. Babb. Thank you for subscribing. Albay in my heart.